Hi friends, so right now I'm going to go over with you number of solutions. And for this to make sense, I've got to solve a couple problems. They won't be that bad though. So I'm going to start with this far left one, okay? And I have my steps over here to remind me. So first, I should always start with distribution if I have it, get rid of fractions, decimals, whatever. I don't have any, so I'm just going to start by putting my line through the equal sign. And now my second step says box all variables, including their signs, and circle all constants. Combine like terms if needed. So I'm going to start boxing my variables. So 4x, and I have 2x. Okay, yeah, that's it. Then I'm going to circle my constants. -3, +13. Okay. Now I don't have like terms on either side, so I'm going to go to the next step. Identify the smallest coefficient and apply the inverse operation. So 4x or 2x. Well, 2x is smaller, so I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. And that gives me 2x minus 3 equals 2x plus 13. Okay. Oh, no, it does not. I'm a goober. 2x minus 2x is 0. Oops. That's just 13. Sorry, I apparently spaced out for a second. Now I'm going to solve this like a normal equation. Okay. I'm going to add 3 to both sides and get that 2x, come on, equals 16. Well, now that means I need to divide by 2. Sorry, sometimes mine like won't write. I don't know if it's my stylus or what. Divide by 2. Come on, I'm writing 2. Oops, what the heck? I apologize. So I'm dividing both sides by 2. There it goes. And I get that x equals 8. Okay, that's a normal problem. We've been solving them like that, and we've ended up with one answer. X equals 6 in this case. But sometimes that doesn't happen. So, looking at this problem, first of all, I need to distribute. So now I can simplify it. 4x minus 5 equals 2 times 2 is 4x, 2 times -1 is -2, minus 3. I can see right now that I have like terms on the same side, so I'm just going to circle those to tell you. And I'm going to combine those, then I'm going to box and circle just to save a little bit of time. 4x minus 5 equals -4x minus 5. Hey, that's funny. We do the exact same thing on both sides. All right. Why did I make that a negative? I'm sorry. I'm apparently just out of it right now. Okay, now I'm going to box and circle. So I have a positive 4x, a positive 4x, and then I have a -5 and a -5, right? I have the exact same thing on both sides. Weird. I'm going to subtract, wait, they're both the exact same. I can't decide which one's the smaller one, but I guess I like my variables on the left side, so I'll subtract this 4x. Subtract 4x. Oh, that made 0. So I end up with -5. Come on, equals -5. Okay. My variables made 0. They canceled out. They're gone. And now I have this statement called -5 equals -5. Huh. Okay, so that one was a little funky. Let's look at the next one. All right, I don't have any distribution, so I'm going to go straight into boxing and circling, and I don't have like terms. I have 4x, and I have 4x. They're the same amount again. And I have positive 2, and I have negative 5. Okay. Well, I guess I'll do the same thing I did last time, which was move it, or maybe I want to do it the other side. Okay, maybe the other one. Negative 4x, I found the smallest coefficient. I'm subtracting negative 4x. Now I have, that made 0, 2 equals, well, that also made 0. Okay, I have 2 equals negative 5. So this got weird. My first one, it worked out perfectly. I got an answer. My second one, I have a statement, but it's like correct. Negative 5 equals negative 5. Like that's true. However, here, 2 does not equal negative 5. So these are two examples of when you don't have one solution. And I'm going to go over that. But what we actually call this middle one is infinitely many solutions. Okay? And what we call this one over here? No solutions. And that's because when I got to the very end on this middle one, it said negative 5 equals negative 5. It doesn't matter what number I would substitute in for x because it's going to be multiplied by 4 every time on both sides. So I could put in 1, I'd end up with a true statement. I could put in 2, I'd end up with a true statement. 3, negative 4, negative 5, 1 million, negative 1 billion. I get a correct answer, equivalent sides, every single time. Because I'm doing the same thing on both of them. I'm multiplying by 4 and then subtracting by 5. Multiplying by 4, subtracting by 5. However, on this one, I do have multiplying by 4, but on this one I'm going to add 2, and on this one I'm going to subtract 5. So there's no way to end up with the same answer. These will never be equivalent. It doesn't matter, because if I put in a positive 1 here and a positive 1 here, my variable, I'll get the same answer there, but I'm going to add 2 to that number, and on this side I'm going to subtract 5. There are no solutions. So when you get this ending answer, if it's true, it's infinitely many. If it's not true, there are no solutions. And that sounds a little vague, so I'm going to give you some examples. Have some vocabulary, okay? So they're showing you when there's one solution. X, whatever your variable is, LMNOP, they're saying it equals A. It equals a number. Okay, when the value of x is a, the equation is a true statement. There's one answer, that's it. Down here they have a equals a, like one number equals its exact same number. That's infinitely many. Any value of x makes the equation true. It doesn't matter what you substitute in, it's always going to be accurate. However, if you get a statement like a equals b, and it can get confusing because they're just using so many variables here, where a does not equal b, there's no value that makes the equation true. There are 0 solutions. So I'm going to give you some examples of those. I'm just going to kind of make them up as I go. So if I get, like I did before, x equals 8, that's one solution. If I get that n equals 10, that's one solution. If I get that n equals negative 5, that's one solution. If I get that 1/2, come on, it's not like me dividing by 2, please work. I'm so sorry. 1/2 equals b, that's one solution. I have that my variable equals a number. If I get things like 0 equals 2. That's inaccurate. There's no solution. If I get something like -5 equals 3, no solution. If I get something like 4x minus 5 equals 4x plus 2, there is no solution. When you're looking at them and your variable right here is the exact same, but those constants are not, there's no solution. You can stop there. All right, so thinking about infinitely many. If I got, I want to use a different color, my bad. If I had the answer, I'm trying to think, sorry. 5 equals 5. That is true. There are infinitely many answers. If I get that 4x equals 4x, that's true. There are infinitely many answers. If I get that -1 equals -1, there are infinitely many answers. If I get that x plus 5 equals 4x plus 5, there are infinitely many answers because that's true. They're the exact same thing on both sides. Okay, so that's how you can try to look. You have to solve it first, but solve it and then figure out if you have one solution, no solution, or infinitely many. Okay? Remember, as always, reach out if you have any questions. Bye, friends.